And turn me up a little bit in the headphones too. Yeah. I heard it all, so I took a different route.
Hey guys, welcome to the I Know You Fucking Lying podcast. I'm your host, Jordana, and this is my co-host, Vincenzo.
What's the word, y'all?
We are in episode 5.
Welcome to episode 5, y'all. I hope y'all had a great weekend. It's currently June 6th at the time of the recording. So I hope y'all been handling in the heat. Before we even get into the check-in for episode 5, we wanted to do a quick shot to consistency and to episode 5 in general.
Yes, sir.
I gotta mentally prepare myself. All my demons in a cup.
Fuck.
Oh, you took yours?
I couldn't take it all.
I told you that shit's nasty, bro. Hennessy White, don't know what the fuck y'all was thinking when y'all got that.
You better grab that energy drink.
Just wow. Whew. So,
fuck. Hold on.
So, after that, shit. I'm a lightweight for real, so that shit be smacking me dead in my face.
No, it's just the taste for that.
Yeah, it's fucking nasty.
It's horrible.
All right, let's get into it. All right. So after that disgusting shot, let's get into the weekend check-in.
How was your week?
My weekend was cool. I've been stuck at work, worrying about the podcast. Not worrying, but kind of working, making things easier on us, making sure like Instagram looks good, make sure the YouTube page looks good, make sure all of our socials can be found. And just looking at new ways we can get better. So that's what I've really much been doing. I've been outside a little bit this weekend too, though.
Yeah. Did you enjoy yourself?
I guess
neither here or there.
I guess that's the real question. Did I enjoy myself when I was outside? It was cool. I don't know. I have a big issue outside, y'all. I really don't like it, but
I will say, I feel like ever since I kept calling you a boring ass nigga, you've been trying.
I have been trying. You don't want to get labeled the boring ass nigga. Girls don't like boring ass niggas.
I kind of was like handling business a couple days. I cleaned up to start the week off. Did I go out this past weekend? I don't think I went out for real.
You said Bryce went to a birthday party on Sunday.
Yeah, I didn't go with us, so I don't.
Don't count.
Yeah. Okay. He did go to a birthday party. I heard he had a lot of fun. And actually, since the birthday party now, he likes the trampoline. At the birthday party, he got into the jumpy house, which he refused to get into. Literally went to a birthday party the day before that birthday party. He wouldn't get in. It was like a bounce house.
Were you there?
Yeah. First birthday. Okay, that was Saturday. I forgot about that.
He didn't get in on Saturday because he was there as his comfort blanket.
So maybe Sunday, or maybe not, because now he's comfortable getting in the.
But on Sunday, he ain't had no choice. He's like, shit, my mom not here.
No, because at the birthday party on Saturday, he wasn't staying by me. He was doing his own thing. He just would not get in the jumpy houses. Now, we made him get in. Like, we made him get in the little 2 that jump and then you go down the slide or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we made him get in the one that's strictly for jumping. He instantly got out when me and my sister started jumping too much. And then, I don't know. Sunday came, when she sent me the video of him, he wasn't there by himself. So maybe he just doesn't like a whole bunch of other people. But I think yesterday I got in the trampoline. I actually jumped with him for the first time.
Yeah.
You see, he probably time he fall on his face. He might be actually comfortable now with being in there with other people.
He's probably okay with falling.
He fell on his face 10 times yesterday. I could not stop laughing. But it was a chill week. I'm really running off not that well. Actually, I got like a decent amount of sleep. I was supposed to stay up all night editing, but I cannot. After jumping on that trampoline and smoking my little wood, I was out of there. So I woke up at like 5:30 this morning. I'm gonna be tired tomorrow if anything, but I woke up at like 5:30 this morning and finished editing in 3 hours. I literally timed myself to be done by 8:30 latest, and I was done like by 8:20 for.
Yeah, me and her both. I guess you could say sleep deprived. I ain't go to bed till about 2. Woke up around 6. Been up. Did some shit in the morning. Focused on the pod. Now here we are shooting episode 5, man. We lit. What can I say, man?
Yeah, we definitely lit. And that shot just went straight to the pussy. You already know. Like this one though, for real. Like I say that about every shot, but this one, I'm sorry, too much information. We're just gonna pretend like it's just me and y'all. Like, it's just me and the girls. It's just me and the girls. This shit, whatever the fuck they got in that Hennessy White, bro, that shit is stronger than all the other liquors. Cause I be seeing it go straight to the pussy with every shot, and it really do. But it would take a little couple minutes. We took that shit less than 5 minutes ago. But just come on. But that's some strong shit.
Sound like somebody that need to practice celibacy.
I cannot help the way my mind is, okay?
You's a freaky ass nigga.
Like, it's just in me. For real. I was 16 before.
What are we talking about? Let's get to the nitty gritty.
We being natural.
Yeah, you right, y'all.
Like, stop.
That was some of the advice we got.
You literally put more
us,
more open, more friendly.
You right. That's my fault, y'all. I don't know how to be friendly.
Be too. It's not even you. You be too like.
I'm by the book.
Yes, like damn. Born ass nigga.
But it's kind of good that I'm by the book sometimes, though.
Yeah, sometimes, because usually people that go by the book are more grounded than others that like to not follow the rules, such as moi. So it's a balance. But look, y'all motherfuckers that go by the book are boring ass people. Y'all should know y'all boring ass people.
Shit, I'm boring. I'll admit it. I don't give a damn. Episode 5, we got some cool questions. We asked a bunch of people around town, friends, family, etc. Just ask us a few questions so y'all can get a little bit more information and insight about us as people, as your co-host, as your host in general. So so that's what we're here to do.
Sorry, my mom texted me.
I knew I wasn't.
She trying to make me go get the little fucking boy, and I don't want to go get the little fucking boy right now. That's not my kid. That's her kid. She lets him call her mommy. That's your child right now.
What'd she say? All right, y'all. So we finna get into the I know you fucking line of the day. Me and her have the exact same one because we kind of
touched on it in the car.
Yeah, and I'll let you get into it because I don't want to say too much, but I'll let you do the talking about this one.
Okay, so the reason why he let me do the talking is because it's like
it's girl beef.
A girl thing, yes. Well, not a girl thing. It's girl beef.
No, I can't say that though because this is hip hop. This is hip hop.
Well, yeah, it's hip hop. So I mean, like he could find it interesting too because they're famous.
I do find it interesting. If y'all didn't know, I love hip hop. So the more you know.
So the I know you fucking line of the day is the beef that's going on between Cardi-Bia and Bia. I'm Team Cardi. I have no ill will towards Bia. I think she's cool for what I've heard. Like I've only heard a couple songs. So I think it's like one song that probably her most popular song. I don't even know the name though. But I know like 2 or 3 songs of hers. But I don't like that one. You know what the fuck I was talking about. It's that one. That one, and then I like the Liquor Store with Herb.
Never heard.
We'll listen to it on the way home. But on the way to your house. But I'm Team Cardi. Like Cardi, you can't tell me shit about my bitch. So what I seen first was to know that they was into it. Actually, no. When she came out with, I think it's her remix to Wannabe with Meg and Glow.
Oh, okay. So that's Cardi's response track.
Response, but it was her response verse to all the shit that Bia was already doing.
Okay.
So all she did was don't nobody want to be a.
Yeah. I heard that.
Yeah. I seen, in a reel or in a post, like people explaining that's what it was. Like she wasn't just saying don't nobody want to be ya. She was like it. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody want to be ya.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So then shortly after that, I seen Bia's diss track, and I was just flabbergasted. Flabbergasted.
Because of the quality in terms of good, bad, or because of what she was saying?
Honestly, first one was what she was saying. Because you got my bitch fucked up.
You think she was spitting?
No, I don't think, in my personal opinion, I don't think it sounded horrible. But I don't
have no bias. I know Cardi a girl.
I'm not having no bias for real. Like, okay. I don't think like he got in the car or not. Did you get in the car when I was listening to that?
Well, I heard it on the way home from work one day. Actually, if we talked about that today on Thursday, I probably heard it on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was listening to all this in the beginning of the week too. Mm-hmm. But like he got in the car, or whenever that video came across my phone when he was in the car, he was like, "It's garbage." Now, I think what she was saying was garbage. Cause stop playing with my bitch, you know. But I didn't think she necessarily sounded like garbage. I just think that it was just like, what's the reason? Like, I just think it was uncalled for, and I think it sounded like she was hating because why the fuck do you give fuck what another bitch do with her pussy? One. And I know it's a diss song though, so like nothing is really off limits.
Yeah.
But like everybody know Cardi about her man. Like
my only thing
on the outside looking in, we don't know these people in real life, but I mean,
the only thing about the diss tracks is that 2024 has been the year of the diss track. So when you do come with a diss track, we just had two of the biggest hip hop artists, not right now in history, go head to head. So when you do put out a diss, them niggas kind of up the ante into what a diss has to be for this year. We looked at Chris Brown and Quavo.
We didn't even talk about that. Chris Brown definitely. I didn't even listen to Quavo's after his.
It's old.
Or Quavo.
Called a nigga Quavo. Damn.
I thought that was how you said it. No, Quavo. I knew it was Quavo. Never mind.
Anyway, Bia has music that I like, but when I listen to the Cardi diss track, one, the beat sounds like that from the Future album, which is nothing wrong with that. You could tell that she was inspired by that. But for me, it just wasn't a good song. I didn't like it. I fuck with Bia though as an artist. It's just that diss track.
And I just think like, what was the I just honestly it was really like random to me.
Yeah.
And so then after I seen that, and I was like, what the fuck? Then I seen Cardi's live with her breaking shit down, and I'm sorry, after I done seen her live and her this and shit, it's giving very much you're a hater and you needed some ratings.
Need some, yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's real left field, that beef. I don't really give a fuck about it much. I just think that
Cardi, my bad.
You good? I just think that Cardi. I think you said this in the car. Cardi is such a big artist to be beefing with someone like Bia. Like, imagine going from beefing with Cardi-Bia to beefing with Bia.
I mean, you meant beefing with Nicki to beefing with Bia?
Well, I said beefing with Cardi-Bia. Yeah, that's what I meant. Imagine going from beefing with Nicki Minaj to beefing with Bia. And I know that Bia and Nicki Minaj are connected.
Yeah, and that's what I find it weird. Like, just because you is cool with a motherfucker like whatever you want to call it, don't mean you have to start up some random ass beef or go head to head with them too. Like, to me, that's weird. Like, if you don't know her or have no valid reason not to like her, what are you even inserting yourself into shit that have nothing to do with you for? Like, I understand, maybe keeping your distance because you don't want who you're closest to feel a type of way, but to just start some shit and then make yourself look like a hater for absolutely no reason is like insanity.
Do you think that's what girls do though?
Yeah, haters do.
So yeah, not girls, but mostly haters.
Yeah, and girls have hating tendencies a lot more. Well, actually, no, I don't know. I think it's head and head at this point. Niggas just kind of hide the hatred a little bit better than girls. But I feel like that's not necessarily a girl thing. I think that's a motherfucker that's a real life hater. You're hating. Like, I don't know. Now I'm finna make sure the world knows that, like, aside from a song, you got me fucked up.
But you see, she was threatening to sue.
Y'all don't internalize stuff the way that we do. And then also, like I said, she's playing in Cardi's home. You can't really fuck up a nigga's home unless a nigga fuck it up. Like, we're more forgiving. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So a motherfucker's going to tell Cardi's husband about her. He's more to believe that and act off of it before a woman is to believe what a motherfucker say about they nigga and act off of it. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Like, Cardi, somebody might tell Cardi something about Offset, and she might kind of not throw it under the rug, but she's not really gonna change up. Like, she might get into him that night, but they still gonna be what it is. Niggas, they get mad and really start acting different.
Yeah.
So it's like you lying on my pussy. Like, it's not even no little shit. You saying I'm stepping out my marriage.
Yeah.
And now my nigga acting weird off of it. Like, you're Fuck a song. I'm
I showed you
suing
I showed you the cover art earlier. What she posted, it was when
what he said.
Offset
Yeah.
posted nigga my wife fucked another nigga on me, gang.
Yeah, so that's why I was trying to explain to you. That's why I think she jumped right to suing instead of a song because.
And I think she was just heated in the moment.
No, I think she's dead serious.
No, I don't think she was sue. I think
she sued Tasha K.
For what? Defamation?
Yes, and she won.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, Cardi-B don't fuck around with them coins, man.
Exactly.
She gonna take your money, dog.
Exactly.
She need to
and she knows she can.
If Cardi keep it straight hip hop, it could be one of the best beats of all time.
What's up?
You can say something, Chad. What up?
I was gonna ask for my shoes real quick.
Go ahead and get your shoes, man.
Come look, man.
No, you don't care.
But we know how to edit.
But yeah, I think Cardi-B need to keep it hip hop. I want to hear Cardi-B. Like, I'm a big fan of that.
You want her to make a whole diss back and see what she got to say.
I'm a big fan of the Invasion of Privacy album that came out.
I forgot to react to your responses.
Yeah, you still want to cut your hair? I was just fat as hell.
You was a little chunky.
A little. You know how much I weigh right there? Guess how much you think I weigh right now? Take a random guess.
230.
Hell no. I was like 230 there.
Well, no, not 230. That was too high. Sorry. I was thinking about my weight plus yours. No, not 230. I say 167.
No.
That's too low?
Way too low.
Okay.
That's like 40 pounds too low.
98.
No, I'm like 200 something.
So I was close then. The first time.
Yeah, but 230, I was like 232 in that picture.
Okay, so what, you're like 215?
Yeah.
Bitch.
About 15 pounds lighter. But
I'm surprised you that heavy though, because I'm 130. Well, I'm 126. I lost my 3 pounds that I gained.
That's why I'm heavy, y'all. Yeah. Damn, boy. You know what's crazy? I think me and you together as a team will work in any facet of business.
It would.
Like, what
would be workout partners?
I was just going to say, we're always fitness instructors.
Bro, that would be so much fun. Don't worry about it.
We about to get into the questionnaire now. We asked y'all a whole bunch of questions. Well, I really asked y'all to ask me some questions that y'all would love for us to answer. Y'all sent us at least over 20 questions. We're not going to answer all 20. Y'all sent me about 20 questions. We're not answering all 20, though.
I just want to say, if you follow me on Instagram and you watch my story, I'm highly disappointed in y'all because y'all don't fucking interact with. Y'all only interact with the yes or no questions. Anything that has to do with you typing out some shit, y'all don't respond. That's irritating.
Lazy fucks.
Respond. I need feedback. I need help. That's why I even put it up. What do you mean?
This podcast is nothing without y'all, so help us out.
Right. This is mine. Yeah. Bro, your ass work at Apple too much.
Why?
Why did you do this?
It's easy. All you gotta do is undo the loop and then just fill it right out. I'll show you.
No. Don't have time for that right now.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Put that podcast face back on.
So the first question is, whose idea it was to start the podcast? And I believe it was mine.
Yeah.
I feel like we had already been talking about podcasts before, and you were trying to get me to start watching podcasts.
Yeah, I was sending you mine to watch.
And we were just funny as hell one day. And we was like, we would actually be really good in a podcast. So, and then I was thinking after like the third or fourth time of us saying it, I was like, we just really need to do it. Like, we really just need to start a podcast.
Yeah.
And shit, we got started. So
yeah, because I have a message from you in 2023 in the 6th month. What's the 6th month? This month, June.
Yeah. So about a year ago.
Yeah, about a year ago, June 21st, and we need to start getting the basis of our podcast together because I'm moving in less than 2 months. Where do you move? You moved to
last year?
Yeah, well, you said less than 2 months.
Well, because I was supposed to
move. You was in Texas, right?
No, last year I was at McDaniel. I was supposed to move in 2 months.
So to answer the first question, it was her idea to start. It was kind of like a mixed idea to start the podcast. Yeah. But it was her that got me out of my shell to do what we're doing right now and to see what y'all see. Cool. So moving on to question 2. This is a question I had before. What made y'all choose the podcast name, and what was any previous names that we thought of?
So this was a question that came up in episode 1, but we couldn't really answer it because we didn't remember.
Yeah.
But I found the handy dandy notebook that I only wrote in twice. I told you I don't do the note tweaking. He does. Tweaking.
I don't do the note tweaking.
I don't do the note taking. He does. So these are the little notes that I did take. And on this list was frenemies. I didn't like that. I thought it was too like cliche.
I just cringe looking at it.
We had the best and worst friends.
That's still fire to me.
The
best and worst friends.
I don't think we're the worst friends though.
No,
that's why
we
I
could
didn't
be
like
way
it
worse.
At all.
Like, when you think of like a bad friend,
I feel like the best and worst friends is giving frenemies. You're not a frenemy.
No, you're
that
right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So players fuck up too.
I'm not a player.
I can be one.
I'm not a player at all.
You are one. He's fucking lying.
Oh,
I'm tired of him lying on this fucking podcast.
I'm not a. I can't even say with a straight face.
Exactly.
All right, next question. What's the other one?
Dumb shit. I kind of like that.
That's just dumb shit.
Cause we be doing dumb shit. I be doing dumb shit.
The name dumb shit is just dumb shit. Like who? I don't know who thought they were cooking. It was probably me who thought of the dumb shit. No, it's probably
no. I think you thought of all of these.
No,
only one I thought of was Be For Real.
Be For Real was Be For Real.
So the other one on the list is Be For Real.
That's what I remember. Be For Real was actually the second choice. Yeah. It wasn't I Know You Fucking Lying.
It was gonna be Be For Real.
It was gonna be Be For Real. I kind of like both still.
I do too, but I never searched. You know, we should have searched Be For Real and I Know You Fucking Lying before we made a decision to see which one came up less.
We could change it one day.
But
we never know.
You never know. Okay, so this is the last podcast question. And it is what do we want or expect? I won't even say expect. What do we want out of the podcast? For me, I think it's just another way to express myself in a way that I kind of always wanted to. I don't know, like I did YouTube, and then now that I'm doing this, well, I still plan to go back to my YouTube channel, but I feel like this is what's up my alley right now. And like, so honestly, I do want success out of it though. I do want success out of it. I think I'm gonna get success out of this. And yeah.
I just want something to be able to show people that I've done. I feel like the first part of doing anything is actually doing it. A lot of these ideas that you have in your mind get shelved just from fear. So it's one thing that I've gathered from this podcast already is just absolutely just doing it. Mm-hmm. Getting rid of that fear of being in front of the camera, uploading, promoting, and having your face out there. That's what I wanted to get out of this podcast. Something that helps me step forward. Get out my comfort zone. Something that helps me step forward. If you know, I make music. You can't make music behind the scenes and not have your face out there. So this is helping me get better with just a whole bunch of stuff. So that's what I want out of it. That's what I've gotten out of it. That's what I'm getting out of it.
Honestly, even though I've been behind the camera or whatever from my YouTube, I think this is making me more comfortable behind the camera too.
Yeah, because it's a lot of different shit that you got to do. This is when you sit in front of a camera and do a podcast, you got to just sit there and be yourself.
That too. And then it's like, you don't want to have too many edits either because
you don't want your shit looking choppy.
Yeah, or too many obvious edits at least.
So you gotta be okay. You gotta be okay with your internet face. Or not having an internet face.
Yeah, you do have to be comfortable. It is making me love myself more. Not that I don't love myself, but everybody has insecurities, and if you say you don't, you're lying.
All right, next question. How did you guys become so close? I'll answer it first, or I'll answer the question in general. How do we become so close? Through an old mutual friend.
That's not true. We met through an old mutual.
We met through a mutual friend.
We didn't become close because of that friend.
We became close
because of time.
Because of time. We've been on each other for about 11, almost 12 years.
It's about 12 years because we're about 6 years out of high school now.
Yeah. So yeah, about 12 years. Mm-hmm. We just became close through time. It all really started. We were getting closer, and then she told me that she was pregnant.
That's when I think we locked in for real. Like Not that we wasn't locked in before, but like,
Yeah. As a friend, when she told me she was pregnant, that's when I, as myself, you got to step up as a friend.
yeah. And because I'm sorry, y'all, we've kind of like re-recorded videos, so like I don't remember what was said and what wasn't said, but um, he was definitely one of my friends that I feel like never gave up on me, and was really, really there for me during my pregnancy. Like he was just there. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I know what pregnancy can do to women and the toll mentally it can take. So if you got a friend that's pregnant, just be there for them. Especially if you know there's more outside factors that they're going through. Capiche? Caposh. So I'll let that question transition into the next question. How did you react when you found out Jordan was going to be a mom? I wasn't like ecstatic. I honestly will be able to say I wasn't really super. I was happy for her in a way.
You don't have to lie. I don't think nobody was happy.
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't really. I was more shocked, but not surprised. I don't know. Really, I had a pretty good reaction. I just told her that I was gonna be here for her throughout whatever. And I stood by it. You stood 10 toes down for those that stood 10 toes for you.
Period.
You can answer this real quick.
Okay, yeah. So the next question is define traits of a healthy relationship.
Considering I've never been in a healthy relationship, I don't have the answers to this question.
That's not necessarily true, but
You don't think I have been in a healthy relationship for the most part.
I think your relationship was probably healthier than any of mine. I'm gonna answer based off of the bullshit that I be putting up with and what I think a healthy relationship is. Because I think communication is number one. Like that's been number one for me. If you cannot communicate, you're useless. Communication, effort from both parties. Without effort from both sides, it'll never work. Communication, effort, honesty. And honesty ties into communication. And loyalty.
I agree.
I mean, there's a lot that goes into a relationship, but effort, communication, honesty, loyalty. With those four things, I think you and your relationship will go a long way.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't really want to go like too deep in it, but yeah, I think that sums it up.
Yeah, I pretty much have the same thing. I feel like traits of a healthy relationship is between the two people, because two people have different triggers. Something that may be healthy for me may be the exact opposite for you. Me, a healthy relationship for me is a woman that can check me. Some guys may not react to that well, but me, I'm just a guy that I'm a guy that reacts to women. I know a lot of dudes
you look for women to kind of hold you like
accountable.
Not even just hold you accountable, but kind of like keep you grounded.
Yeah, keep me grounded, because sometimes this being my best friend. Sometimes I think a little out of the box, but sometimes I step so far out of the box, it's out of the realm of realism. I'm just a guy.
But yeah, those things will definitely take you far, and definitely effort. What I keep seeing as I'm getting older and hearing is that love is not just a feeling; it's a lot of effort. It's something that you want to do. Like it's a choice. It's not just a feeling; it's a choice. And I agree with that.
Until
you make a choice to keep loving on somebody and to keep trying, even when it gets hard.
Yeah, because I think part of being in a healthy relationship is knowing that there's opportunity to fall out of love. But
are you gonna let you fall out of love? Are you gonna let the times you don't like the person override the love you have for them and let it break y'all apart? Or are you going to be like, I don't like her right now, I don't like him right now, but I'm gonna keep trying until we like each other again?
Yeah, so there's a couple of different ways you can answer the question or look at the question.
So. Next.
I I like this from shout out to my dog Miko, man. Miko World, you know what it is, gang. Anyway, the question my man's asked us was, how was y'all childhood growing up and how did that shape y'all to who y'all are today? But childhood growing up was cool. The only thing I will say about growing up that was a little different for me was that I was the only child on my mom's side of my family. I might have talked about this in episode 4. I'm not sure. Um, I'm the only child on my mom's side of the family besides my little cousins, and on my dad's side, I'm the oldest of 8. So I kind of have to grow up in an environment of how to balance both personalities. How do you be a big brother? How do you be a big brother? And how do you, navigate that lone wolf life that you also have on this side? So that kind of helped me be. It helped and it didn't help in a lot of situations because when I'm around certain group, like a big group of people, it's a little bit harder for me sometimes, or it can be a lot easier for me depending on who I'm with. So yeah, I'll say that's how childhood growing up helped me shape who I am. But
I think you're like a mix. Like now that you've been getting out or whatever, like from the outside looking in or whatever, I think you're like a mix of like introverted and extroverted.
yeah,
Like because you have a big family, when you're around the people that's for you, you're like you know how to socialize and be like a big brother or be like that person.
Yeah.
But then because you're so since you've been an only child all your life for real, like on an average, that is what makes you really sheltered and like uncomfortable in certain spaces or around a whole bunch of people you don't know because you're like, I would rather be alone.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to share still to this day. I'm not good with sharing.
I think you're a good sharer to be an only child.
Yeah, to be an only child, yeah, that's because I had to at one point in time.
Yeah.
But trust me, when people be, can I get some of y'all? I'll be like, yes, I fucking guess. What about you? I want to hear your answer. I feel like you have a great answer to this question.
So, my childhood growing up, I feel like, you know how they say your 0 to 5 are the most important years of your life, right? Because they shapes who you are today.
Right.
Who I am today, I'm a very loving person, but I am a fed up loving person. So it's kind of like I have a lot of anger built inside, but I'm also I haven't let the anger like take over me because I'm genuinely like a loving person. But I feel like that's because in my childhood years of like 0 to 5 or 0 to like 7,
Yeah.
I feel like I was really loved on. I feel like I was grew up off love. Like I was everybody's favorite. I was a mama's girl. Like shit, I was a daddy's girl damn near too a little bit. Like I really thought my dad was like King Kong, like whatever.
Yeah.
And like my mom, I was super attached to her. Like I just think that at a young age, I grew up off love. Like I was very, very loved. But I feel like as I got older, I felt abandoned by these same people. So I feel like I was raised off both love and survival. I feel like once I got to the age where I could start putting things together and noticing people's behaviors and seeing the way people treat me and things like that, I feel like that kind of soured. I mean, life is gonna sour everybody's like outlook on the world in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But I definitely think in my later like childhood and teenage years, I felt abandoned. So that's when it like became instead of growing off love, it became off growing off survival.
Right.
So I feel like it just to sum it up, the person I am today, I think I'm very independent. And that's from growing off survival.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to ask for help. Like, you know, in my day and age, we're in a generation where girls truly, genuinely feel like they shouldn't do shit. I don't even, I'm scared to ask a nigga for money. Like, you know, bitches be like, you're dumb as hell. Why don't you ask for shit? Like, you're doing yourself a disfavor not asking. I just don't want to ask. Like, it's not that I do be wanting to ask. Like, I have like, when I get comfortable in a relationship or dealing with somebody, I do ask for stuff. But I've grown up seeing certain things that make me never want to have to depend on a nigga for shit. So I don't know, it just made me kind of like do for myself, and I really don't be asking for help until I'm literally like on my motherfucking last till like literally the last fucking dime.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I don't know. It shaped me today. I have a lot of healing to do.
A lot of healing to do.
A lot of healing to do still. So I think like I don't know. I'm appreciative for everything I've gone through now because you know, in this world and especially in this day and age, you can't be an over loving person. You just can't. You can to the ones that matter, but figuring out the ones that matter is the hardest part. And figuring out who to give all that love to is the hardest part. So yeah, I don't know.
So next question, any advice for people trying to start a podcast? No, I don't have any advice for anybody trying to start a podcast. You're not gonna know what you're doing. To be fair, we make shit look really good, but in my opinion, but we don't know what we always doing, if at all. Sometimes I think the biggest part about making a podcast is knowing what to talk about and being comfortable with who you're making a podcast with. Or even if it's yourself, you got to be comfortable with yourself. If it's going to be you got to be comfortable with your co-host. If it's going to be 2 of y'all, 3 of y'all, 4 of y'all. But one thing, the best piece of advice that I've gotten about starting a podcast is what's the best piece of advice I got about starting a podcast? Take off that internet face. That's the best piece of podcast advice.
No, put that shit on.
No, but at the same time, no.
It depends on what your internet face is.
But when you do this internet face, that's how you don't get real reactions to shit.
I would say don't overthink it.
I'd say
be yourself. But when I say put on the internet faces, you want to be entertaining and like just like you troll on the internet, troll on your podcast.
No,
we be trolling.
We do, but like I think the biggest part about having a podcast because think about the people that know you that watch. Think about when we have friends that upload YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. Not that we have a lot of friends that do, but this is just an example. If we have somebody acting like somebody that we don't know and they're a friend of ours, when we watch that YouTube, we're gonna be like, who is this nigga trying to be?
Well, me personally, my internet face is not me being somebody that I know I'm not. But my advice would be, I just have one advice, and it's just to do it. If you have an idea and you feel like it's a good idea and you feel like it'll make you some money or be life-changing or whatever how you feel, even if you don't think it's going to be life-changing, it's just something that you really want to do. You just need an outlet. That's kind of how I feel like I just need an outlet. Do it.
I said this in episode 3. Don't let your creativity cower in fear.
Okay, I have a question though. This is not out of the thing. You had a date planned, right? And then your mom or your grandma tells you last minute, a cousin you don't know, or okay, let's say your dad told you last minute y'all was off, they were coming out.
Okay.
On the same day, like they're coming the same day as you. Okay. Are you canceling you and Push's date?
Yes. If my dad is coming from out of town.
Okay, maybe that was too extreme. Okay, what if your cousin was coming out of town and basically chanced on me because he said their cousin's coming out of town, wants to meet the kids? And I just feel like that's not a good reason to cancel on me. Like, they could have still met the kids and your sons could have still been over there with your whole family. I don't know. I mean, I guess so.
I was going to say he's not wrong.
I'm not saying he's wrong, but I just feel like.
I mean, that's like a dual-edged sword question.
Like, I feel like the reason more why I'm irritated is because the predicament of our relationship. It's not like we always go out. So I just feel like you shouldn't have canceled on me. You canceled on me yesterday.
You know, it just sounds like somebody that doesn't want to go out.
Yes, that's your cousin, but you gotta cancel your plans and wait on her all day. Plans you already had, and she told y'all the day of.
Yeah, I get it. And the question that you asked me, if it was my dad, what I would do is I would just invite the girl to meet my dad with me.
Anyways, fuck, I'm making this shit longer than it's supposed to be because I'm steady going on.
So we don't keep some of that question in. That was actually a good question though. Unless you want to.
I don't want to because I don't want. I feel like I talked about him. I don't know if I talked about him in episode 3, but I definitely talked about him in episode 2, and that dinner was all about him. I don't want every episode to be about him, or not about him, but you know, I don't want him to be mentioned in every episode.
Yeah. All right.
Especially not in no negative way, because I mean he do be doing bogus, but
I was just
in the same breath, if we were to try, I'm realistic, and if you're gonna decide to deal with somebody, I can't keep holding on to shit, and I can't keep speaking on him negative because I keep deciding to go back to him. So how would he feel if let's say he really is trying to, you know, try, how would he feel if every time I'm on this bitch I'm speaking negative to him?
I don't know. I feel like you're putting yourself through the same pattern over and over again. He says he's going to do this. He doesn't do it. We act shocked.
That has nothing to do with what I just said. I said, if I'm going
I don't like seeing you disappointed, though.
I don't want to cry, but
we should keep that in there.
No, I don't want to talk about him in this. All I'm saying is me saying that I'm choosing to stay is me already knowing that I'm dealing with something that I keep dealing with. But what I'm trying to say is that's just like you complaining about steady nagging to you. She's choosing to come back to you. So you feel like you're choosing to still fuck with me. Why are you complaining about some shit you already know? If you was trying to get back to right now, and if it was the other way, literally she had a podcast, right? And you was trying to get back, regardless of what you already did to her. Let's say you said, I want to try again, and you trying, and she's steady on the podcast talking down on you. Wouldn't you feel some type of way? Exactly. So I'm just, regardless if he considers my feelings or not, I'm just considering his, and I don't want to keep talking down on him in every video.
That's a real human answer.
But yes, it's frustrating because he just be having me confused. The last, since we've been talking, it does feel like he's seeing that he fucked up, so he want to try. But it's just like, that's why my feelings is hurt, because I just feel like, I see you're trying, but if you're trying and you know that my feelings is going to be hurt, why you couldn't have just told your family one time, like just one time? Why couldn't you just be like, I already had something planned. I'm sorry I got to miss it. I'll be there next time. How hard would that have been?
I think that was cold though. I think like just the whole moment of rawness from that last 8 minutes was just perfect.
Okay, so we was asked, if y'all don't date, would y'all date? We don't date. Y'all should have known that already. And no, we would never date. Nah. At least in I don't think we would ever date.
Nah,
think we would ever date?
Nah, I don't really see like that.
Yeah,
from the sole perspective of like we kind of grew up together.
That.
And like she's met most of my girlfriends and vice versa.
Yeah.
I feel like and this is actually why this goes into another answer on why we did want to make this podcast. We feel like there's not enough genuine male,
boy,
exactly,
and girl friendship,
because like it's that, and that's the
this is the problem.
That's the reason right there.
Y'all try and normalize so bad that like, oh, if like there can't be male and female friendships, that is always something on the side going on, or it's like some weird shit going on. And I genuinely like being him being my friend, and then having other male friendships, but this is my closest male friendship. There's literally no like weird shit, no secrets, no nothing. Like his girlfriend or my boyfriend could meet each other, and it could be all happy and rainbows without any like thoughts of weird shit going on.
She's like, yeah, it's just that. I'm somebody, I actually get along with girls more than I get along with girls more than guys, for real.
And I get along with guys more than girls.
So now, don't get it wrong. To some female friends I do have, it doesn't go the same for you.
Any kids? You want kids?
Fuck no.
He He's lying. He said he want to.
I want 4.
Oh, when did that bump up?
It didn't. I really want to. I would do 4 though. I think it depends on the woman you have kids with as well.
Yeah, it does.
This comes from my cousin. He said, "What's next, cuzzo?" I guess we'll just have to see what happens next.
We kind of answered that though, unless that was a personal question.
Yeah, he said, "What's next, cuzzo?" I don't know. I'm guessing this is me talking to my cousin right now. I don't know, cuz. You know, I'm still in the music shit. You know, music is still my first love, but as time goes on, like the podcast has become something I'm really focusing on. I feel like this is the first time I'm really locking in with something. Maybe because it's not as expensive to lock in with. It could be a whole lot of things. But this is something that I've always not seen myself doing, but something that I'm having fun with right now. Hopefully I continue to have fun with it. In the moment I stop having fun with it, hopefully I can take a step back and figure out how to bring the fun back to it. So to answer the question, what's next? Only time will tell. And that's for everything. Who was the last person you stalked on social media and why?
I thought it was truth or truth. Don't I get another truth?
You do. So that's 1. And what's the most embarrassing thing you've done while drunk?
Do I get to pick what's here, or do I have to answer both?
You can pick whatever. You can pick whatever you want.
Okay, I ain't saying. Y'all don't need to know who I be stalking. Just know I be stalking that nigga.
So you answering both at that point.
Yeah. Anyways, I be stalking that nigga, that boy, that man, that thing. Anyways, and because I can. And then the most embarrassing thing that happened to me while drunk is I peed in my friend's studio.
The music studio?
Mm-hmm.
You peed in it?
Mm-hmm.
Inside the studio?
Mm-hmm.
On yourself?
On the floor. Because I thought it was the bathroom. So I'll tell the whole story. So I woke up, y'all. Oh my God. Rest in peace, Kenny. Forever Foreign. That's my boy. My Cuddy. So he has a twin. So it's 2 of them. And I was at their house. And we had a really fun night. I met them at a water park. That's where the night started, was the water park. And I really don't really remember how the night ended. But, because I was that drunk. I think that's probably the drunkest I've been. And these 2 boys, like, I probably, at the time, trusted them the most. Like, as far as a boy going outside with them.
Yeah.
Them and this one other boy, my homie Ray So Slime. So whatever. I woke up in the morning and I had a dress on, y'all, but I woke up in the morning and the panties didn't feel like they was the way they was when I went to sleep, or, you know, the last time I recall being alert. So I automatically kind of freaked out inside, because at the end of the day, there was like 2 other girls at the house, but there was more men than there was females.
Right.
So I instantly got scared. Like, what the fuck happened? So I woke up and I was like, kind of freaked out a little bit, but I'm like, let me just ask questions. So I was like, yo, what happened last night? And I don't remember his name, but one of the boys that was there was like, he kind of chuckled a little bit and then was like, yeah, you peed in the studio. And I was like, I did what? And he was like, yeah, but don't worry about it. We cleaned it up. And like, they really like didn't make it no like big deal, nothing. And thank you. But I forgot your name, but if you ever come across this, thank you. I said thank you there, but thank you for not judging me and cleaning it up. Because some niggas would have been like, left that shit there, and when you woke up, clean that shit up. But
I mean,
when he said that, I slightly remembered it, because I remember going to the bathroom, but I never turned on the light. I just remember pissing, and I thought maybe I was pissing in my dream. So when he said it, I was like, I do remember getting up to use the bathroom. So I guess I got up and on some drunk shit trying to use the bathroom, and thought that I was walking into the bathroom and really walked into the studio and took a piss. Because their bathroom in my defense, the bathroom and the studio was literally right next to each other. The studio was like further than the bathroom. It was like this. It was literally the bathroom, then the studio, and it looked the same on the outside. Not literally the same, but it kind of looked the same. Like the studio looked like a closet. Like it was a closet turned into a studio. So yeah, I never turned off the light. I thought I was going to the bathroom, and I went to the studio because I don't remember getting up. I just remember the only thing that I remember is literally squatting and pissing. That's all I remember, and it being pitch black. Honestly, what made me feel better is they didn't clown me. It was just like it happens. They must have dealt with worse then, because the way that they just was like, yeah, you pissed, I cleaned. Well, not they. It was one boy. The way he just was chill, like, yeah, it's cool. I cleaned it up. It's okay. Don't feel bad. And I was like, I just kept saying, that's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. That's so, he was like, don't worry about it. He was drunk. Like,
okay. I would have clowned your ass to oblivion. Yeah, go ahead and take that
because
shot
you're
too.
a fucking asshole.
Go ahead and take that shot.
I was drunk.
Yeah.
I wasn't in my right state of mind. But I don't think I've ever been that drunk again.
I would have been like, no one stopped me, like, where you going?
I think it happened in the middle. Well, I don't know. I didn't ask no more after that because I was so embarrassed.
All right, man.
I didn't ask. It added up. As long as I didn't get touched on, I was cool. It added up. So
yeah, nobody was touching your pissy ass. Oh my god! If you peed in the studio when I was there, holy shit! I don't know if you be able to ever hear the end of it.
yeah,
You know how they call Smokey Smokey?
No.
From Friday?
I don't know why they call him that.
Because he smoke a lot. You nerd.
Oh. Okay, well, what, you was gonna call me pissy? I don't piss a lot. I pissed on myself. I didn't even piss on myself. I pissed in the wrong spot because I was drunk. Whoop-de-doo.
I would have called you pushing P. P. I would have called you P. Yo, that's a P.
And I did shower right after. I didn't just, like, I had extra clothes.
Pissy
I showered
player.
and everything when I got up.
Pissy panty player.
Go to hell.
Shout out to the piss. No, I'm playing.
It was so embarrassing though. Like, oh my god, that's probably my most embarrassing moment in life.
That's one of the most?
I said is the most embarrassing in life.
I appreciate you sharing that though.
I'm not scary like you.
Batman would have not been able to
Make
get that out of me.
About Batman.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all coming and watching and sitting in on a weird but good episode 5.
There was a lot of vibes this episode.
A lot of vibes this episode. A lot of ups and downs. A lot of random up and downs, but that's what podcasting is. We're at about 2 hours and 41 minutes. Probably could have shaved a whole hour off of this, but here we are.
We will shave a whole hour off.
We're gonna hopefully shave a whole fucking 2. So we're gonna do this salute to a great episode 5, and at the end of this shot, that'll be the end of it, right?
The lemonade makes it so much better.
For real?
You want some? You want me to just mix it?
Mixed drinks give you a headache. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I mean, you're chasing the water anyway.
That's cool. Damn.
It'll make it a lot easier.
It's a fucking full drink at this point.
You big ass head. You should be done with that in 2 gulps. Right?
She lucky I ain't get her long neck ass. If I'm 2 gulps, what is she, 1.5?
And it's a wrap.
I just want y'all to trust me that I will finish this. Other than that, y'all, episode 5 is wrapping up. We appreciate y'all. Like
It's
I said
been
before,
great.
we got all our socials in the description. The sun's going down. That's why if you see the lighting get a little bit different, sun's going down. We've been recording since fucking 2:00.
Let's take another thumbnail.
It's 7:32. Orange juice with slime in it. All right, so that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
I gotta finish rolling up the weed.
Me too.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
And turn me up a little bit in the headphones too. Yeah. I heard it all, so I took a different route. Started writing to them songs that my mama taught me about. And my dad would always sing, and he ain't blocked the cursing out.